Hey everybody, thanks for checking out my latest video. I'm going to go through this quickly here and try to get this uploaded. This is for the NFL Week 16 main slate of the Saturday games, not the Sunday. 10 game schedule. Talking about for DraftKings, DFS, and ReignMakers. Haven't even done my FanDuel lineups yet, so I'm not going to do that. But let's go through it quickly here. Team totals on Saturday. There's only really 3 teams that have high totals. The Chiefs way above at 30, Minnesota 26. This is implied based on the odds. Minnesota 26, Dallas 26. Buffalo's sort of getting up there, but their total is low because of perceived, I think, weather in the Bears game. You gotta remember, sometimes weather doesn't affect games as much as people think. But game totals, there's really only 3 that have high totals that could be that look like they could be the more likely shootouts. Seattle at KC, but Seattle's a 10-point underdog. Giants at Minnesota. Giants are a 4-point underdog, 48.5. And Philly and Dallas, 47.5. Philly's a 4.5-point underdog. That looks a little low to me. It all depends on Gardner Minshew, really, I think. As far as the ReignMakers chalk lineups, this is currently what I put together, basically with using a stack perspective. The highest scoring one would be like Mahomes, Cook, Chase, Kelsey, and Stevenson. The next one actually would be Cousins, Jefferson, McKinnon, Metcalf, and St. Brown. And by the way, one of my subscribers did win the Deep Elite for $10,000 last week on ReignMakers, and he says he's tuned into my videos. I have done less on DFS and ReignMakers recently as the season's been slowing down, but I've been entering heavily, and I had a big win on DFS, a couple of good wins on DFS, and a couple good wins on ReignMakers. I think I had a 400 out of 150,000 this past week, but it was in the $1 contest, unfortunately. Anyway, next, and you can see the totals. There's really only a couple over 90, depending on if you want. These are unique lineups. The next would be Dak, McCaffrey, Lamb, AJ Brown, and DJ Moore. The next would be Josh Allen, Pollard, Diggs, Higgins, and Swift. And the next one would be Daniel Jones, Henry, Smith-Schuster, Hawkinson, and Sanders. Also, remember, Taysom Hill is a tight end on ReignMakers. He's not on DFS generally, although he might be on FanDuel. And he's projected that they're saying they're going to use him more this week, but just take it with a grain of salt. Check the newswire on that. So as far as ownership, here's what they're projecting for DraftKings DFS ownership. And these can change quite a bit. These can be off. It's just an estimate, but the highest ones are projecting quarterbacks Jones, Smith, Cousins, Mahomes, and Minshew. And of course, these are salary cap based. Running backs McKinnon, McCaffrey, Henry, Cook, Barkley, Kamara, Dobbins, Pacheco, Walker, and Stevenson. Wide receivers Metcalf, DJ Moore, Slayton, Goodwin, Jefferson, Smith-Schuster, James, St. Brown, Chase, and Seymour. Tight ends Schultz, Hawkinson, Goddard, Kelsey, and Fant. Defenses Saints, Texans, Cowboys, Bengals, and Bills. When they ran their optimal lineups, these were the players that came in the most on their optimals. Mahomes, Jones, Allen, and Cousins quarterbacks. Running backs Cook, Henry, Stevenson, Barkley, McCaffrey, McKinnon, Swift, Sanders, Pollard, Williams, and Walker. Wide receivers Jefferson, Metcalf, D. Moore, Chase, Diggs, St. Brown, Lamb, Higgins, AJ Brown, Goodwin, Shaheed, and Aguilar. Tight ends Kelsey, Hawkinson, Schultz, and Andrews. Defenses Ravens, Saints, Browns, 49ers, Titans. And again, I'm having to go really quick and then upload this really quick. Now leverage, this is where basically the ones that they project more likely to be in their optimal lineups, and they're projecting the public to be taken. Some of these can vary. Again, there was one last week. I think they were projecting 8 that came in 24% owned. But anyway, Mahomes, Allen, Prescott, Huntley, Watson, Goff, and Fields. And these are all in varying degrees from high to low on all these. Stevenson, Cook, Barkley, Williams, Swift, Sanders, Pollard, Foreman, Freeman. Freeman's on I can't even think right now. Well, anyway, he ran last week. I can't. You have to look him up. Hubbard, Chubb, and Herbert. Herbert's back, I believe. Diggs, Higgins, Jefferson, Chase, Lamb, Cooper, Chenault, Thornton, Woods, Raymond, Westbrook, Akeen, and AJ Brown. Tight ends Kelsey, Akins, Gray, Hooper. He's a backup. He's a KC's, I think, backup. Got to double check that. Hooper and Likely. Excuse me. Defenses Ravens, Browns. Oh, I'm sorry. Royce Freeman ran for Houston last week and got the most rushes. Ravens, Browns, 49ers, Titans, Chiefs, and Patriots. And then just some of the value in order of the lower salaried players. I mean, lower salaries, defined, but Cousins, Jones, Prescott, and Minshew. Running backs, McKinnon, Swift, Sanders, Hubbard, Dobbins, and Williams. Wide receivers, D. Moore, Shaheed, Aguilar, Goodwin, London, Robinson, Valdez, Scantling, Jennings, Gallup, Smith-Schuster, McKenzie, Seymour, Thielen, and Dotson. Tight ends, Okonkwo, Hawkinson, Schultz, Goddard, Akins, and Kmet. Defenses, Saints, Texans, Chiefs, Cowboys, Commanders, and Patriots. Okay, so generally, players on these lists, you can use them for different things, but you probably want to have one of all these players if you're doing a bunch of lineups. I think I have most all of them, but maybe I'm missing a couple. I do have one of every defense this week. I made sure to do that. Anyway, that's it. Good luck. Let me know if you have some good hits, and thanks for viewing, commenting, liking, and subscribing. I really appreciate it.